Hello guys, this is JaydenGT. Today we're going to be showing cat trackers. I said trackers, no.
Cat equipment.
Yes, cat machines.
Right.
And cat is a machines, if you don't know what I mean, what kind of machines, like these kind of machines, you know, those things that just help build. So, which one do you want to show first?
I'll show this one. This is a Cat D11. It's a very large bulldozer.
I can put it down so you can just like put it down.
That's fine. Okay. It's one of the larger dozers in the world. Actually, it's the largest dozer that Caterpillar makes. You would not probably see this dozer on a road job necessarily. Most of the dozers this size would be in a coal mine or in a gold mine. Once in a while, maybe in a really very, very, very large gravel pit. Cat D11R.
What is this thing for?
This is a ripper. This tooth here is a ripper. In real life, this can go up or down. This model's getting a little bit stiff. But it rips up the ground, rips up the soil, rips up the rock, and then you turn around and push with the blade. So it's a very valuable piece, very, very expensive piece of equipment.
How much will it?
I would say a D11 probably run you close to $3 million, probably. Close to that, yeah. Very expensive. That's why not everyone has one. So, anyway, that's the Cat D11. Jane, give me that dump truck there. We'll show them that. Actually, let's take the loader first. Once the dozer tears up the ground and pushes the rock and the coal or whatever, it needs to be loaded. This is a Cat 994 loader, another very large loader that is not seen very often. Probably the ones you would see on a road construction job would be about half this size.
Half that?
Yeah, about half this size. Probably not even that size. Probably about a third in real life. This is once again, this is more of a loader that would be used in up at the gold mine at Cripple Creek. They had one of these.
A lot of these things are from gold mines?
They can be used in gold mines, coal mines, any sort of mine, copper mines.
Would they be in diamond mines or?
They would be used in diamond mines in South Africa, for sure. So, anyway, that's what this is. And once the material is been loosened with a dozer, it's been loaded with a loader, then we need a dump truck. Now, this is not the largest dump truck. This is more of the intermediate large, I guess you would say. It's called a, what's it say, Jade? What's that called?
A 770.
Yeah, we call that a 777. And in the construction world, this is a 777 dump truck. And I've hauled several of these. Usually the bed is off when you haul this, when you transport it. By the way, you want to tell them what this picture is behind us, Jade?
Yes, so let me go ahead. This is he does drive cats, and this is one of his trucks he is driving. Can you tell us what this?
This machine here is actually, obviously the tires are off. We had to take the tires off to keep the height down. And this is a beam trailer. The machine is straddling this large piece of iron, basically. And this is what they call a coal pusher. It's basically like this loader. It's very similar to this loader, only instead of having a bucket like this on the front, it would have a push blade like a dozer. It would have a blade sort of like this. And it's called an 854 Caterpillar coal pusher, is what that is.
Does it push coal?
It pushes coal. You can find one of these at your coal-powered power plant. Just like the one down at Ray Nixon, south of Colorado Springs. They have one of these there. They have two of them, I believe, at the power station in Pueblo. So, very valuable. Once again, you don't see that alongside the road. I mean, it has to be in a very specialized location. So, that's what that was there. So, what do we need next, Jayden? We got the...
What would you do after you dumped it?
After you dump the coal, or after you dump your material, in order to... On roads in the mines, there we go. In the mines, you need to. It's very important when you have these haul trucks like this one, this 777 we just showed. When you have haul trucks working on the mine site, it's very important that you have good roads, because the haul trucks have to move at a fairly good pace. They can't be slowing down for rough roads or this, that, and other. Enter the Caterpillar 24 motor grader. Once again, this is a 24H motor grader. Most of the motor graders you would see working along a highway job would be a Cat 140, maybe a Cat 160. Once again, probably about half this size. This is the 24H is specifically for mine operations. The blade, this moldboard is what we call this blade that pushes the dirt. It's 24 feet long. So figure, that gives you kind of an idea how large the piece of equipment is. Mm-hmm. And it also has a motor the size of a dozer in it. So it's very, very powerful motor grader.
That's cool. And then, do they use this the same reason as the
Ripper? Yes,
yes.
Only it's not near as deep. This would go a lot deeper to tear up the ground, or to loosen the ground, I should say, so that they can grade it easier. So, yeah,
That's cool.
the 24H motor grader. Another very important piece of equipment in mining operations, also in road building operations, is the scraper.
So you would see this like any around?
You would see probably one not quite this large, but there are a few in Colorado this large. I know one company in Denver has 8 of them. But basically the scraper is the same. Let me move that back where you can see it. The scraper is the same operation from the small to the large. And this is a 657 Caterpillar, 657G. It has an engine in the front naturally, and it also has an engine in the rear. So it's a dual engine. If you ever see, you might see a scraper that has just one engine, like a 623 just has one engine. The 627 has 2 engines. The 637 has 2 engines. The 657 has 2 engines.
So they all have 2 engines.
All the ones with the 7 on the end of the prefix have 2 engines. Now, the scraper is basically a very intricate piece of equipment. It takes a very skilled operator. Obviously, things can go really bad with a scraper. They can turn over. They can get stuck. And for that very reason, we have this bale here on the front. And this bale can be operated from the operator can operate that from inside the cab. And if you look at the back here, that bale will fall down on this hitch in the back. So if one scraper is getting is spinning or having a problem getting somewhere, the other scraper comes behind and drops that bale down and becomes a push-pull operation from then on. And if that's not enough, if they still are having trouble, this hitch is designed where you can come behind it with your dozer, and you have, just picture this, you have maybe 2 scrapers hooked up in tandem, and they're bogging down, they're not moving. Well, here comes the dozer, he comes in behind, puts his blade up on this hitch, and is able to push the whole mess forward and get them out of trouble.
So just like on top of that thing?
Yeah. Well, you push it right here. Because this is all heavy duty. You can't hurt it there. So anyway, that's the scraper right there. Very important part of any mining operation. Also a very important part of any road building operation. You will see scrapers working on almost all the highway jobs.
Do you want to come and do the last one?
Yes, I'll do the last one, Jayden. Most everyone probably has seen, this is what we call a track hoe or an excavator. Most people call them excavators. And basically, because they're called an excavator, because you move dirt, you excavate, right?
Yes.
So what size is that one, Jayden? What does it say on the side there?
A 365.
A 365 Caterpillar excavator. Now this, once again, is fairly large, not near the largest. There's a 374, there's a 385, there's a 390, but the 365 is a fair size excavator. Now the one that you guys probably will see most of, if you're going down your typical highway job that's, where people are working on the road, building new road, whatever, you'll see a lot of 349s, a lot of 336s, you'll see a lot of 320s, 323s. Caterpillar has a large line of excavators, all the way from tiny ones that you could almost put in the back of your pickup to this size and larger, that to transport you have to actually take the bucket off, take the stick off, take the counterweight off, and
where would you put all that stuff?
You have to put that on another transport truck, so it takes at least 2 trucks to move it. So
like semis?
Yeah, so tractor trailers, yes. And then this, when it would be transported, would be on a trailer like this. So that's kind of what the excavator line looks like for Caterpillar.
Thank you for showing us the cats. If you guys want more stuff like this, leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye!
Bye!
Okay, let me put this away. Oh my goodness, why am I small? Okay, and oh no, I'm going to, no! Oh, this is bad.